Today we're at Aphotic, a seafood-focused restaurant in San Francisco committed to traceability, sustainability, and seasonality, established by Chef Peter Hemsley. At the time of our visit, Aphotic has 1 Michelin Star. Aphotic offers 2 tasting menus, an 11-course menu served in the restaurant's main dining room, or a 13-course menu at Aphotic's chef counter experience, which is what we'll be showcasing today. But we didn't come just for the food, as Aphotic has another claim to fame as the winner of the 2024 Michelin Exceptional Cocktails Award, awarded to Chief Distiller and Bar Director Trevin Hutchins. Here's a showcase of some of the award-winning cocktails at Aphotic. Now onto the evening's menu. To start, the kitchen brings out this single bite of botarga and trout roe carried by a tartlet of summer pea. Well-balanced and flavorful first bite to prepare the palate for the strong seafood-focused menu to come. Course number 2 is this generous serving of caviar sitting atop a dollop of fish liver mousse, enjoyed with a crackling of fisheye. A luxurious dish that may be one of the purest ways to tease out the oceanic essence of caviar that I've seen. This is an interesting one. Spiny Conch with pieces of melon dressed with a watermelon consommé. A very delicate dish with subtle refreshing flavors. A stark contrast to the previous caviar dish, and almost acts as a palate cleanser in between the starting courses and the main courses. This is Aphotic's take on the shumai. Instead of the traditional wonton wrapper that you see in Chinese shumai, the chef uses nori, and I for one appreciate the creativity and dedication to the seafood theme of the menu. This bot prawn filling was well seasoned and had a nice umami to it, accentuated by the nice creaminess of locally sourced sea urchin. The next dish of the evening was particularly exciting as it was this hearty razor clam and calamansi broth. And if you've been following along, you know I have a soft spot for well-made broth. The broth was paired with a clam chowder rangoon that had a nice crunch on the outside and clam chowder of swordfish bacon, razor clams, potato, white wine, and chives on the inside. Almost like a deconstructed seafood chowder, one of the best dishes of the evening. There's a moment in a meal when the waiter puts a butter knife in front of you before bringing out the next dish. It's also the exact moment when the dopamine in my brain hits a peak from the anticipation of this brilliant nori seasoned croissant that combines the perfect buttery, flaky texture of a croissant with the distinct oceanic umami of seaweed. In the middle of the meal, the kitchen brings out this watermelon yerba buena sorbet as a palate cleanser. The sorbet is a shot of freshness that wakes you up from your cocktail-induced slumber and gets you ready for the rest of this exciting course menu. After the palate cleanser, the waiter brings out this radiatori dish with forage morels and Spanish moss, with crispy garlic bread crumbs sprinkled throughout. A humble dish with classic ingredients, but a brilliant union of creamy and crunchy that demonstrated the Aphotic chefs knew how to leverage texture in their cooking. The pasta dish was followed by this pan-seared skate wing topped with caper foam. The skate wing was perfectly tender, and the spinach accompanying the fish was particularly delicious. This dish didn't last very long before the plate was empty. Next, the kitchen brought out this bluefin tuna loin with a tuna jus reduction sauce. The sharpness of the bluefin was balanced well by the clean umami of the eggplant ratatouille. As the evening winds down, the waiter brings out this single bite of creme brulee made with Maine scallops and vanilla bean. I was not expecting to eat a scallop-forward creme brulee this evening, nor really any time this century, and to my surprise, the use of scallop in a creme brulee wasn't offensive at all, but worked really well. The last dish of the evening was this strawberry ginger sorbet and sesame tangyuan, which was the final last curveball, literally, the chefs threw at us, showcasing a traditional Asian dessert that was delightfully chewy and, you guessed it, not too sweet. Before leaving the restaurant, there was one last thing we needed to try, which was Aphotic's Oyster Ice Cream. Even though this wasn't your everyday ice cream flavor, I was pleased to find that the smooth brininess of the oyster went hand in hand with the creaminess of the ice cream. As parting gifts, Aphotic left us with house-made peach madeleines and candied chocolate trout skin. And that was everything we had at Aphotic. What was particularly impressive was the progression of the meal. There was a lot of connectedness between courses, and the whole meal felt like one single journey. One might even say Aphotic took us on a voyage across the depths of the ocean. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.